Hello there, it's Carrie Rhoades here. Welcome back to the Trinity Stamps YouTube channel. Today I'm going to be playing with one of our brand new Easter sets from the February 2024 release, and we're going to be doing some reverse stamping with this. It is a really cute set called Hip Hop Hooray. It's got two different bunnies in it, but I liked this one where he is like facing one direction, and that's the one I want to use for reverse stamping today, so that I have two bunnies that are facing each other. So I'll go ahead and stamp out this bunny. I'm just going to use some black ink on white paper, and then I have a really big piece there so I can stamp my reverse image a few times. And to do that, I'm using a mirror stamp. This is from Stampendous. It's very much like the texture of a gel press. So if you have a gel press, you can do that with this, do this technique with that as well. I've done it before. It works almost exactly the same. This is just really thin, so it has a little bit less squish to it. Now, when you stamp on it, you want to use water-soluble ink so it doesn't leave ink on it and leave an impression there. So that's what I did. I used some jet black ink from Altnu for mine, and it is dye-based ink, so it worked really well. But because it's dye-based ink, I could not use Copic markers, so I thought this is a great time to pull out my colored pencils. You can see I had a few tries there with some other browns. They were just too like reddish for me. I was not liking it at all. So I found this other brown in the collection there and just went with one color instead of trying to do like a blend. And I just left some areas with a lighter wash of the color, so to speak, than the others. So I just when I do colored pencil coloring, I like to really lay down the color softly and then build up the shading as I go. And that way I don't like fill in the tooth of the paper. You know when you like color really hard and the coloring looks shiny or waxy looking? That means that the paper can't take any more of the colored pencil in the area. Like it's filled up the tooth of the paper. So just go lightly and build up your colors is the way I do it. So I did one brown bunny and one gray bunny, and I kind of used a little peach color, like apricot, I think it was called, for all the other areas, like some cheeks, the inside of the ear, the puffy little tail, and the tummy. I just thought it was cute to have those little accents there. Now there is a die set that cuts out every single image in this Hip Hop Hooray stamp set, but because I had the reverse image there, I decided to go ahead and fussy cut both of them so that they have the same look, because it could look too perfect with the die on one of them only. Okay, so now I'm going to create a background. We have a checkered background stencil with add-ons that you can use to fill in the spaces next to the checkers, and this is one of them. It's a heart one. I will link all the things for you below. So I'm using it today without the checkers, but I'm going to use it 2 times. So I used saltwater taffy distress oxide, put that on with my blending buddy brush, and now I'm going to offset the stencil and fill in those same open spaces, but not with checkers, with more hearts. And what I did is just bring back that same blending brush, but I'm using a really light hand. So I'm going to get 2 shades actually of the saltwater taffy, which I absolutely love this color. It's like kind of a corally pink. It's so good. So there's my background. It looks really cool. I love the look. And I'm going to take out this big Easter cut and foil set, and I'm going to cut out the word Easter from the bottom of the card. Like I just thought it'd be fun to cut the word out and back it with a piece of cardstock. But there's also a shadow layer, and you can also hot foil the word Easter and die cut that out. So it's a really fun set. All right, so I just put glue all the way around that sentiment on the back, and then I have some paper that I feel closely matches the saltwater taffy. I feel like my inklet's a little more pink today because maybe I had a little pink in my blending brush. Although I've tried to keep one brush just for saltwater taffy because I like it so much, and I love the blending buddy brushes. So I backed that with some paper, and I kept those fallout pieces for the inside of the A, the S, and the E. Now I have the bunny egg shaker dies. I cut out the egg from my background, and then there's an egg frame in this set. I cut that out from some like holographic silver cardstock to kind of look like the wrapper of a chocolate egg. And now I'm going to put all this together to create a shaker. So I need to back that egg opening with a window sheet, just like that. And then this is going to stick to that window sheet. So I put a little line of glue on there. I don't want too much because I don't want it to get onto the window sheet like there was a little smudge of glue on it. But if you have a smudge of glue on your window sheet, you can wipe it off really easily with a baby wipe. Next, it's time to add the foam tape. So when making a shaker, you really want to make sure that the ends of all the foam tape touch, so none of your shaker bits can escape. And for my shaker bits, I'm using some confetti, sprinkle assortments. I really liked this chocolate one, but it had red pieces in it, and I wasn't feeling the red once I put it in there. So I just picked out all the red little sprinkles. But I also had just a tiny bit left of this like pastel sprinkle mix. So I decided to throw that in and just put a ton of sprinkles in there and give it a real candy fun feel. I backed that with this brown cardstock that I felt most looked like milk chocolate. And there is my shaker egg. It's time to add the bunnies. I kind of played around with where I wanted them to sit. Should they sit on the letters? And in the end, I moved them up so they would kind of be on either side of the egg. I think they're so cute looking at each other. I love that. All right, so I need to finish off my sentiment that says Easter. So I'm pulling out the Simply Sentimental Happy. There's a stamp in this that is like a block with the word happy like carved out of it. So when I stamp this, the block's going to be brown with my milk chocolate ink, and the letters will be white. And I just like that. It's like kind of like when you used to stamp or punch out, what is that? You made a label and it made the letters white. Do you know what I'm talking about? I'm sure that has a name. It's like a vintage label maker, only it didn't. Yeah, I like the look. For my letters, I really wanted them to pop a little bit, so I brought out a shimmer pen and colored over it, and it did the trick. It looks so pretty. I love the look of that. I'm so glad I added that. And then I stuck down my word Easter, but I really, really had to use the sentiment from the stamp set that says sending squishy hugs. It's like my favorite thing about this set, and I stamped that in Distress Ink saltwater taffy, and then die cut it out with the coordinating die. You see there's dies for all the sentiments in this set as well, and it bubble cuts around them. So then I'm going to glue that down right to the front of my little shaker egg, and this card came together so cute. Now this is 4 inches by 5 1/4, so it's going to fit down onto my A2 size card base, which is 5 1/2 by 8 1/2, scored at 4 1/4. I lie, I did it the long way. It's 11 inches by 4 1/4, scored at 5 1/2. And then I stamped the other bunny from the set on the inside, as well as Hello Honey Bunny. I just think this set is really adorable. I love these bunnies, and I actually did another card with this set, so I thought I would show that to you too. This has the Happy Easter Honey Bunny on the front. I used the Dainty layered egg set for my egg and put that on top of a full panel shaker, and I actually stamped the bunny that's looking to the side on the inside of that card and stamped sending squishy hugs. So I just thought you'd like to see another idea with that set. I think it's really cute, and I've used it with some of my previously purchased Easter things. So I love that when I can combine all my things together. I thank you so much for stopping by. You can find more of Trinity Stamps on Instagram and Facebook, and I'll see you very soon with a new video. Happy stamping! Bye!